The executive decision with deleting Corki, and we'll all celebrate.
No, we're reverting Corki back to the AD carry that he always should have been.
Yeah, if only they But regardless, I think this is the best decision for them for the final 2 picks. On the other side, Gen.G gonna lock in that Udyr, so super strong front line. The Aphelios Milio has sustained damage, and then you have that Jace, who is gonna have that long-range poke that Azir struggles so heavily against. Not as severe as the Corki, thank the Lord, but
yeah,
still can be quite obnoxious later on.
And bro, they are clued in. They know what's going on. As, yeah, he's playing very aggressively. Level 1, as FaZe just convincing Envy that he does not want to be here. The Ignite now down onto FaZe. Wanted to wait to use that heal until after the Ignite had worn off, but right now...
so good to see Gideon making sure his lane has cover so they can be a bit more aggressive.
All right, in goes Envy, getting aggressive. As FaZe presses the Q button, Gideon in position as well. Good bubble is going to connect. The Q is going to be flash.
Press for the center.
Yeah. But, Morgan in a bit of trouble here. Is Keen going to tank up the turret a couple of times?
Gideon, this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, Gideon just going to come in. Keen is in a whole host of trouble. Does get a shield back, as now Keen's looking for it. Morgan, oh no! First blood going on over, and then he just boops Gideon. Can he get out of here? The answer's no, as underneath the turret, Envy's going to go down. Canyon in a bit of trouble as Karras is teleported after him, but there's the flash, and Canyon... So Gen.G able to get in here and clear out the vision. 3 versus 3 towards the bottom side, as in goes Canyon. Finds the knockback as Effort taking so much damage. He's so squishy right now. As Envy gonna back away, they have to invest the heal.
Yeah, I mean the gun setup for FaZe is so threatening in those skirmishes, but Karras looking here, this could be a shuffle.
Yeah, there it is, and oh, the twisted advance is so good from Canyon. Still, he might go down. Lehens has the heal though, and that's gonna keep him alive. Lehens trying to body block, but it's not going to be enough, and that is 2 kills in the end, both going to Gideon. Working out, the fact that Bro were able to coordinate, get together, and make something happen. Really good to see as Gideon, once again, back towards his top side. Probably going to respect what Keen's capable of this time as the all-out comes through, and they follow with the Q. That was so sick.
That was so... I thought he'd messed up for a second, and then I thought Gideon already reactivated the Q, but no, he followed him all the way. And now looking for the dive in the bot lane. There's no TP support here. No level 6 from Canyon, though. Can they outplay?
Yeah, Bubble is going to go wide there as they look for Envy. He's going to be the first one. And he's staying alive for quite a long time this time around as Effort does lock down the kill. Yeah. And
on current patch, but we're going to replay. So this is the fight from before. And you can see that Chovy is the one initially moving. But the impact of a level 6 Azir kind of outmatches that of a Jace. Just with the power of the ult, you can see Chovy doesn't want to get swept up. This twisted advance is so flawless.
Yeah.
But sadly just doesn't end up being enough. And I think a big factor is FaZe had kind of walked back to bot already. Wasn't there for the ensuing fight, and Lehens trying to block the Sonic Wave just trades his life.
Yeah, and so Chovy doesn't follow into the jungle to die along with his team. 4 people still there.
Smart decision.
And
did allow for the trade back, and now Bro actually with the gold lead.
And 3-0-1 on this Lee Sin. Gideon does have his cool lance as well, as the Sundered Sky has been picked up. And now another twisted advance forward here from Canyon. Now has the Nature's Grasp as Chovy turns up as well, but the Tidal Wave is also really good. They're going to find too much more. And now a teleport to come in here as Chovy wanting to get some work done. And the Moonlight Vigil, it goes wide. Can they get enough damage down? Because, okay, they missed a few buttons, but still, oh, and there's the second. FaZe locks it down, managed to land the Calibrum Q. The rest of the cavalry have turned up as there's the flash forward. Lehens surviving for so incredibly long. He's still there. Gideon is shut down, and now Chovy's there to body block. Oh, no.
Yeah. 1v3, didn't have the support. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Dash is right on top of Chovy as they do manage to get the bubble down onto Canyon. He has the ulti, though, and Effort's going to get caught up. In comes Gideon. Misses the Q, unfortunately, but still towards the bottom side of the map. We're going to check this fight out one more time, and there are a lot of buttons that didn't hit. So it sort of does speak out to the fact that already Gen.G's carries do have a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Chovy's just doing so much here. And also the phase rush, so he gets all the damage down before taking aggro. It's actually FaZe wins with getting the aggro, and he's just going in and out of turret. Beautiful snipe there. And then here, you know, we have Azir coming. I think they should have just gone for FaZe and slow played it, but he rushes for Lehens, overestimates his damage, and then just gets melted down.
Yeah, didn't expect the heal as well. bit unfortunate. And you can see Gideon.
Right now, this is the time.
Yeah, Emperor's Divide is going to be thrown back, but Gideon not going to look for the Q. And Lehens is turning up at the same time. Chovy was turning it. Ships in the night, perhaps, but no. In fact, he's just going to come on over. Gideon does manage to secure the red buff.
That's a big...
Try and protect Karis. Yeah, it's a big pays. And he's got some good items. That's a lot of buttons going a lot of directions. Bubble.
And yeah, as you said, really not much magic damage on the side of Gen G.
Imperial Mandate. He's trying to mitigate the Imperial Mandate.
Kill mandates on his team.
All right, yeah, so never mind. So there's nothing. Gideon gonna get pushed back towards Pays. Does manage to get the flash over, and he might be out of dodge for now. Next best thing. He's like, I want to play the same champion. How do I do that? As Gideon is gonna be found by Keen and just burns down.
Yep.
Was thinking about trying to last hit that Raptor. Because now he's gonna have to try and get away from this. Not gonna quite be able to do so. As, oh my goodness. Just land a Q, I guess, as the flash now has to be used by Lehens. Canyon trying to keep this Azir out of here, but it's a good sweep. Still, the ultimate from the Melio is going to try and keep them alive, and in comes Chovy to the skies as he takes down one. And Gen G, like you were saying, it just feels like they're way further ahead than they have any right to be.
But also just a range increase as well.
Certainly happening now as there's the flash out from Chovy, avoids the Emperor's Divide, doesn't find the Shock Blast, but does that matter? Absolutely not, as Gideon, he gets booped back, and that's a good bubble, but once again, it's just denied. But not happening this time, as now Canyon looking for another ulti. Oh, the Nature's Grasp is beautiful, as Envy looking to try and find some damage, but Pace sort of looks at him and he dies. That is 2 immediate kills, as then Karis is dispatched by Chovy for the double kill. Keen now looking for Gideon towards the top side of the fight. He has to flash to get out, but is Keen going to stop? I don't think so, as the Shock Blast clears out some minions. Oh god, okay. We have some very Jace keen players, as Chovy, speaking of which, is going to take his first death. It's Effort that gets it. Oh no.
Yeah, really low.
They get the shutdown, it's great, but that's not where you want that kill. Is now another Nature's Grasp to come in, tanked up here by both the Lee Sin and the Nami, and that is not really what you want. Nami going to go down first up here as Paige with red-white guns is just ripping them to shreds. Envy getting followed here by Keen, who can tidy this one up. Is that the Quadra? Yes, it is.
Valios to deal with.
Yeah, and so here it is one more time. Flash Emperor's Divide, they use a whole lot of buttons, and then it's Effort with the 1,000 gold payout. And the rest of Gen G still confident, because of course, it is pretty much a 4v4, right? Because there's a teleport from Morgan trying to get him in here, and it's a little bit late to the fight.
Yeah, and even then, like, you can see Karis doesn't want any of this, and Hayes is just in melee range of the Cassante. Like, yeah, I can just cut through you.
Yeah, you can see the Penta. He wants the Penta, but unfortunately, bro, in this particular game, as Morgan doesn't quite find the Q3 as another Nature's Grasp to come in, mainly just to get them towards this turret, but Canyon might look for a little bit more. Shock Blast, what the heck? Corki was banned, Chovy!
This is just new Corki.
Yeah! If at first you can't Corki again, or a different champion, I guess.
Corki 2.
Yeah.
You know, I dread if we ever get a game 3 and he brings out Corki 3, you know.
Oh, I know.
On the list.
Don't even know what that champion is, as Keen is just going to walk it off, or run it off. And now Chovy just looking for another opportunity. We can see Jonah Strong knows.
I think the funniest thing about the Rukian...
Oh my god! And Envy is just so incredibly far behind.
Look at, he's hitting Keen. I think he's taking more damage.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a whole bunch of buttons that have been hit, but none of them are onto Chovy, who's doing a lot of damage to that backline. In goes Karis, finds a sweep, as they almost managed to kill Keen, but they're not able to do so. Oh my goodness, Effort just explodes, and they are so far ahead. Gen G gonna clean up the rest of these kills on the fountain. Moonlight Vigil goes wide there as Envy is gonna be left alive for the moment. But I have a feeling that they will storm this one, and they are going to do so. The Nexus goes down before they can kill him.
apparent that Gen G are our strongest team right now, and you can see why.
No, absolutely. And there's also a gap between the West and the East here in the LCK at the moment. That's what it's feeling like. This is Pro that has made a lot more changes than they had in the past. As the fact that Keen survives here is some real Udyr things.
It's so sad that he went for the shuffle and the squishies flashed out and he just got the Udyr.
Yeah.
Doesn't even die from 10% HP.
It was even less than, I swear it was less than 10%. It's absurd. Are they going to do the 100% again? It's Keen had to teleport back in to get his health back.